The process that we use for cooking ribs is going to be from start to finish. And I'm going to do it in segments, and then I'll put the videos together and make it all one video. But this is Smithfield ribs. I got them from Walmart yesterday, and we're going to be cooking these. Actually, I got them the day before yesterday. We're going to be cooking these tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and get them prepped today. And so it'll be easier on me tomorrow before I start cooking. Good looking slab of ribs. Okay. Love to see that marbling like that. That's tenderness. That's goodness. Okay. Cut this little old flap off here. That's a small one. Some of them are a lot bigger than that, but that one's small. Okay. Then we always take this membrane off. I like to take just a regular old butter knife, if you will, and put it under the first couple of bones there just to help out. And you can grab a paper towel and pull this off, but I got some catfish skinners that works real well, so I just grab that membrane right there. Some of these will come off easy, and some of them you have to fight with. That one's gonna come pretty easy. Left a little bit right here. That's like plastic. You got to take that off because that blocks the smoke and the seasoning from getting to your meat on the bottom side. So you want to take that plastic like membrane off. Okay, got the membrane off. Now I just see if it needs any trimming. Now if I was doing any excess fat like that right there, I know it'll render off, but it ain't got a whole lot there. But if I was doing competition, I'd cut that right there and there. But these are just for eating, so I'm gonna leave that on. I mean, these little pieces like that, yeah, they're edible, but they're gonna burn. They're gonna just burn, and it's not worth leaving them on there. Okay, and I got 3 slabs of ribs, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get them all trimmed up, get the membrane off, put them on here, and we're going to wrap them in saran wrap, put them back in the refrigerator till tomorrow. Okay, we had these in the refrigerator yesterday after we got them all trimmed and got the membrane off of them and got plastic wrap on them. So now we're going to take the plastic wrap off. If I can get it off. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to pat it dry. Good looking slab of ribs right there. Okay, now we put a mustard binder on it. You can or can't do this. Some people say good, some people say it don't matter. I've done it both ways. Supposedly it gives a better bark, and you know, most people like a better bark. Okay, and then I'm gonna use Kilahog's AP rub, which is no more than salt, pepper, garlic, and some other spices. And I go kind of light with this because it does have salt in it, but as you can see, that black pepper shining through. Betsy makes her own version of this, and this is probably as good or better than that. And then I'm gonna put a layer of Kilahog's hot barbecue rub. And this also got salt in it, so you got to be a little careful about the quantity of that you put. Okay, now we'll Turn this over and repeat the other side. Put the mustard. And then just a little bit of AP rub. That'll give it a savory flavor with that garlic and the other spices. Just add a little punch to it with the heat. And then every hour after I start cooking them, I'll come back and I'll spritz them with apple cider vinegar and apple juice, and then I'll put a layer of the Killer Hogs regular barbecue rub, the barbecue rub. I won't add any more hot because I don't want it to get too hot. And we're gonna let these set for about an hour before we put them on the smoker. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other two and get them ready. But we'll be back with you in a little bit. Well, it came on about the time I decided to turn the camera off. It's ready to cook. So now all I do is turn the dial to where I want to cook it to. And we're gonna start off at 225 for about an hour, and then I'll up it to 250. 225, hit the start button, press and hold here. Okay, and it is igniting, and I hear ignition. And I got my pellets in here. I got some hickory, lumberjack hickory pellets in there. So be back with you in about 30 minutes when we put the ribs on. Okay, my smoker's up to 225, and it's about 11 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get these bad boys put on here. This one's probably the thickest of the bunch, and this is kind of a hot spot right here, so probably gonna put it right here. You wanna put these things on exactly like you want them to come off. You wanna scrunch them up a little bit so to get that meat puffed up in them bones there. And because of these are a little bit longer, I'm probably gonna try to angle them a little bit so they don't hang over the edge of my drip tray. So it don't drip down in the belly of the smoker. Now this one's a little bit shorter, so I probably can put it on straight. Oh yeah, yeah, that'll work out good like that right there. Alrighty, well, we'll come back in an hour and we'll spritz them and put a little more rub on. Okay, it's been about an hour since I put them on. We're gonna spritz and rub. I got the Killer Hogs deep barbecue rub, and I'm gonna spritz them with half apple cider and half apple cider apple juice. Getting a pretty color already. Okay. Just building a little more flavor on that bark. Flavor Town, Flavor Town. I always like to come back after I put the rub on and wet that rub down. I think it helps it to go ahead and start dissolving into the meat a little better. That's good, and we'll see you back in an hour. Well, this is the second hour, end of the second hour now. Starting into the third hour, we're going to spritz and rub again with the same rub, the barbecue rub, and the apple cider vinegar and apple juice. Starting to get a little pull back here. Actually, they're cooking just a little too fast, I think. I turned it up to 250 at the end of the last hour just before I started this. I may, as fast as they're cooking, I may turn it back down. fact, I know I will. Looking good, though. Ain't it, Betsy? You think they need to turn back down? Do you think? Are they starting to pull back?
Yeah, maybe so. I think so.
Okay. Alrighty, we'll see y'all up in about an hour, and at that point we'll be wrapping them. You just reminded me I needed to spritz them again on top of the rub. I forgot. Thanks, hon. See, I need all the help I can get. I'm getting old. See? Okay. It's been 3 hours, and we're ready to start wrapping now. So I'm going to get a video of wrapping one of them because all the others are going to be the same, but I'm going to get one. We got honey and butter and brown sugar in the bottom of this pan. I'm going to turn that meat side down and all of that goodness. And I'm going to add just a little bit of honey on the back side. A little honey for the money. Now we're going to add a little bit of heat to that honey. And then we're going to got double aluminum foil so them bones won't slip through the aluminum foil and start leaking. And we kind of fold the ends of it instead of rolling it so tight, so we can get the thermometers in there and check it when it gets close to being done. And we can just unfold that and check the temperature. When that internal temperature gets to around 200 or 202, then we'll take these things up and we'll turn them over and glaze the top side and put them back on for about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'll be here to show you that when time comes. Internal temp of like 202, so we're going to take them up and we're going to drain this new side of them. This is why I have to take this glove off to do this. Turn this around so I ain't done this enough lately to stay focused.
It's sure pretty.
You set that up on that, and I had it off of it for a reason, so I could set this. I tell you what, leave that on all the way out there. Put this all the way back out there. The pan. There we go. We're getting organized here now. Whew, can't do that.
What are you putting on there now?
This is peach jalapeno glaze. Don't need to bump that. That thing will turn over pretty easy. Oh, did it get you? Sorry. Okay. You thought about something pretty.
Yeah, they are pretty.
We out of sync, Miss Betsy. We ain't done this. We got to do it more often. I didn't mean to get you. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, right, we're gonna put this back on the smoker now, and we're gonna do the same thing with the other two.
Okay.
Stop it now.